What's up, y'all? I got a little story for you guys, man. So, if y'all don't know, I had a very masculine father. My father was so masculine, he was scary about it. That dude was crazy. I'll tell some stories about him later if you guys want. But this guy was so masculine, this motherfucker scared everybody. This motherfucker was so masculine, he would scare the neighborhood. He was masculine, boy. He was alpha like the most alpha man I've ever met to date. So you got these guys on the, you hear these guys talk about marriage this, marriage that, marriage ain't shit, only a dummy gets married.
First of all, half of marriages fail. Of those marriages that don't fail, I'd venture to say a large portion of them only remain together due to financial bondage. If you found someone you love right now, go ahead and have your ceremony. Go ahead and get some rings. But as far as signing that paperwork, you better pump your brakes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what my dad, we were fishing one day, and out of the blue, because he would randomly come up with information about women, bro. He never had a rhyme or reason. He just came out of the blue with information, and I would just sit there and be like, yeah, and I'd have to digest that. Sometimes it took me days to digest it. Sometimes it was right away. One day we were fishing for catfish, and my dad goes, you ever thought about why I never left your mom? And I looked over and I was just, in my mind, I was like, because you love her? But he was like, you think it's because I love her? You think I haven't left because I love your mom or because I'm in love with your mom? You think that's why I haven't left? You think that's why I haven't divorced your mom because I love her? I'm in love with her? He goes, son, the only reason I haven't left your mom, porque no quiero que te echen a perder. In other words, he said, I would never leave your mom because I don't want her to ruin you boys. That was me and my brother. He says, I would never allow you guys to stay with her because she would ruin you guys. And at the time, it's my mom you're talking about, fool. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a little boy, 8, 9, 10. And then, he would throw out these random riddles, bro. And I'd be like, this motherfucker's talking about my mama. Like, hey, slow your roll, bro. That's my mom you're talking about. Within time, it just stuck. And then within time, you start seeing that when men divorce women or women have kids out of wedlock, they start bringing in men that they don't even know. They start bringing in one-night stands, these dudes that have been out of prison, these dudes that are in gangs. Next thing you know, they're molesting the kids. Next thing you know, they're getting the kids to smoke herb and weed and God knows what else. I've seen this. I've seen this in married couples where the woman runs the family. She brings in strays off the street. Next thing you know, they're touching the kids. She ends up trusting grown-ass men to sleep on the couch. Next thing you know, the daughters come up pregnant. I've seen this. So when my dad was talking about how women tend to ruin, especially boys and girls too, right? But when my dad told me that, he was specifically talking about my brother and I didn't understand at the time. The moral of the story for some of you knuckleheads out there, for some of you brickheads, the moral of the story is don't have kids if you're not going to get married. It's fine. Marriage is marriage, like that guy was talking about. Marriage is, it's a covenant between man, woman, and God. Didn't know there was a covenant with the government. That's fine. But don't have kids out of wedlock. You know that having kids out of wedlock has ruined the inner city? Do you understand that? Black and brown people, it is crippling those people. Just by not having a father in the house, it's crippling the black and brown communities, especially in the inner cities. They're all littered with people with no dads. And I understand what my dad was saying. It took me a long, long time. But when women, especially younger women, when they're nice and hot, they'll bring anybody in for a fix. You know what I'm saying? They'll bring anybody in for a fix, not knowing who these people are. I've seen it. I've heard it. I've seen it. I've been witness to it. Why do we stay married sometimes? Because we need to save them from themselves. Sorry, I know it's hard to hear. Because, you guys have mamas just like me. I love my mama. But I know that women are self-destructive. I know women will self-destruct without a man. It's just the way it is. Anyway, guys, if you don't believe me, let me know. Let's have a conversation underneath here. I will gladly talk to you guys about this. You better make sure, I'm not saying you got to be married, but you got to attempt to, because legally that binds you to those kids. Legally, that gives you 50% control of what goes on in that household. 50% control is a lot better than no control. So anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let a brother know, because he's working hard to educate and entertain. Or is it entertain and educate? Anyway, guys, till the next video.
Alpha Lights, let's be more alpha!